Okay, let's record another one. This one, we're going to skip a03 DAC to ADC because presently the Nano 33 BLE Sense doesn't seem to have the DAC working. So if we can get that working, I'll come back to it. We're going to do a very, very simple computer programming example. So like always, we go to the INO, we go to raw, and we copy it. Make sure you get those endings. Very simple little program. We're blinking. We're breathing orange. We check the board. Nano 33 BLE. We check that. We're not on COM8 now. We're on the one that says Nano 33 BLE. It's the DFU mode. And we run it. Now, what this is doing is it's setting up students to think about programming. And really, it's not covering anything major in programming. It's just letting the students do some programming. So what this is doing is you're supposed to make it flash SOS. And I believe it's still breathing, but eventually it's got an error opening the COM. I don't even know if it doesn't even have a print. So it's really irrelevant. What's it doing? There it goes. It flashed twice and then it has a long break. Let's bring it up a little closer. So 1, 2, and then a long break. 1, 2, and a long break. What I want you to get it to do is to flash SOS. And there's no serial print. I'm just doing that to get rid of the error. Now, a couple of little things to notice. Notice there's no serial call. Personally, I prefer LED blue, blue, and I'm just going to change all of these before we go. It's nice that it's the cool, slightly different color, but there are a couple of changes here, and by the time you get to the site, it might be different. High and low is very traditional Arduino. I tend to use 0 and 1, same thing. This is low and this is high, because then students have an easier time switching over to digital writing, which typically is 0 to 255. But it really doesn't matter. What is confusing here is that for the Nano 33 BLE and most new boards that have the LED already connected to 3v3, if we do 1 or high, which connects to 3v3, now we have an LED that on both sides is connected to 3v3, so it's not going to work. If we, however, ground it, then it will now allow electricity to flow. So for a modern board, this bit of code should be like that, where this is actually low, which is on for Nano 33 BLE, and high, which is off. Anyway, this still flashes it twice and then has a long break. And it's a little chance for beginner people to just try, okay, let's try getting 3. And I'm not going to show you how to do it because I want them to think it through. We want 3 short flashes, 3 long flashes, 3 short flashes. Let's just fire that code off. We are on the one that's called Nano 33 BLE, so it might work. Typically, I reset the whole thing. But in this case, it might be fine. The only difference would be that the blue LED will flash instead of the orangey one. And the blue one might show up just a little bit better. Let's see. Oh, and it didn't like it. So I'm going to put it into DFU mode, check that I'm on the right one, and fire it off again. Put that up. You see it's flashing. Try to hold it still. And when I said programming, this is very minimal programming, but sometimes kids need minimal programming before they start thinking about if statements and arrays and things like that. And really, this course is robotics. It's not necessarily C++ or some other programming thing. Now, once again, it shows an error, but that's only because of the serial port. Let's see if it's flashing. There we go, 2 blue flashes. I want it to be 3 quick flashes like these ones, and then 3 slow, and then 3 quick, and then a longer break. And that there's lots of thinking to go on there, so good luck trying it. And I think we're kind of done. Maybe I'll show you what it should look like. So I'm not showing my code, but here it is. Let's wait for the long pause. And here it goes. This is a start. So S, dit, 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 O, 1, 2, 3, and dit, dit, dit. There you go, SOS.